Alright, hello everyone. Today we are building the M-Jet Supersprint. Previously we had built the M-Jet Sprint, which is this one right here, and I am really excited to try out the new Supersprint because this jet is based on the newer M-Jet 35, whereas this one here is based on the M-Jet 30, so it's going to be interesting to see what the performance upgrades are with this guy. The steering on the M-Jet 30 uses this little ball joint, whereas this sliding plate here is what's used for the M-Jet 35, and also the M-Jet 35 has the first and second stage impellers all built together into one, whereas the M-Jet 30, those printed separately. Now this is version 1 of the M-Jet Supersprint, which was just recently released. Originally I had gone and printed the 0.4 version, but when this one came out I decided to reprint a couple of pieces. These were the original pieces here, so you can see this is the original motor on top, which is replaced by this one, which has much more detail, and also the water cooling outlet goes through this little faux air intake, and so I'm excited to see how that works. And also it's got an updated frame and rear hull, so we reprinted those as well. The Supersprint also uses this new TPU based seal. So yeah, it looks like this is going to be a pretty cool upgrade, although it does look like it's going to be a slightly more complicated build. And so for that we've got some extra pieces here. We got some 5mm, 3mm rod, some 4mm thin wall brass tube. We have some new seals, which are for this optional receiver dry box. This version 1 comes with a mini dry box or a regular sized one. I just printed the regular sized one and I think that'll work well. It's going to use these new oil seals here for sealing around the shaft. I also got a waterproof TR4 servo power system, some water cooling, and some stainless steel bearings. So yeah, let's get building and see how it goes. Okay, so I just finished building the M-Jet Supersprint right here. We did a bathtub test and everything went great. Previously we had built this one, which is the M-Jet Sprint, and just before we go and take the new one out on the lake, I wanted to just go over a couple of the differences between the two. First off, obviously, just for looks, there's this new engine on top here. It's supposed to be able to use the water here to press this intake and open the air intake manifold there. Mine doesn't appear to work super great. I might just have a spring that's a bit too tough there. But it's not required for proper functioning of the boat. It's really just for fun. The next major thing to notice is that the lids are totally different. This one here uses this TPU lid seal, whereas this one is sealed with this hosing around here. And I have to say that so far this TPU seal seems to work way better than this hose seal did. That's probably the major problem that I had with my original M-Jet Sprint, was that I would get water in the hull quite a bit. And from the bathtub test so far, this one seems to keep every last drop of water out, so that's really great. To take the top off, you undo the two nuts back here. You pop the driver frame off, and then you pull off the TPU seal. Now inside we have this new receiver dry box, which works great. Plastic bag that we used previously worked pretty well as well. I just stuck this down with a little double-sided tape, and I think that's probably the best way to do it because it can be tricky to place this properly and still be able to access the screws and everything. Our ESC is back here on the left, whereas previously it was on the right. The motor's still mounted in the middle, and this time instead of mounting our servo here, we're mounting it on the motor mount. The steering is a lot more robust in the new Supersprint. Instead of a 3D printed shaft, it uses a 5mm shaft here, and he's got this new steering setup here that slides this plate back and forth when the servo moves. Now we're not going to know until we get out on the lake how well this works, but from the videos I've watched, it seems to work really well. The previous steering system also seemed to work very well, so I'm not entirely certain why he redesigned it. My guess is maybe it was a bit unreliable and maybe some of these parts here broke, but I honestly had nothing but great things to say about the steering on this guy. The new boat also has the option of this TPU bumper that you can add if you'd like, or you can just print it out a regular PLA. Anyways, that's it for now. Let's take her out and see how she performs.